Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back with another Kaspa video. You can see price is 11.5 cents. It has recovered a little bit. It did go under 10 cents again for a brief moment. If you're lucky enough to grab it down there, congratulations. If you're lucky enough to get it down when it got to 7.5 cents the other day, congratulations. Right now, you got the whole market pumping. Obviously, people anticipating a Bitcoin ETF this week. If it doesn't happen, then the price will probably go back down. That's how the market's going, but looks like many things are indicating it could happen on Wednesday. So you can see that Bitcoin's up about 7%. The whole market's up 5.7%. Kaspa is up 8.42%. So that's nice. Yesterday, the Testnet 11, the 10 blocks per second. You can see I put the links in the video. You've probably already checked it out. Here is the Testnet Explorer. I'll refresh that. You can see what the testnet right here, the different blocks. It's going lightning speed, the amount of transactions in each block. So they're doing the stress test on that. And yeah, overall, you can see right here, you have Kaspa holding strong for the 24-hour mining profitability. It's still with that pretty good couple $100,000 edge on Dogecoin. Bitcoin, obviously, price is going up. So $42 million. Bitcoin's went up quite a bit. Let's see what Kaspa's saying. You can see that 8 hours ago, Testnet 11 update, P2P dynamics and overall node health seems very stable. Kaspa on Rust is the fastest proof of work, layer 1, processing thousands of transactions per second. Thanks, devs, for your hard work, and thanks to those who are testing. This is history in the making. Michael Sutton, who's one of the main devs doing the work. You can see right here, the summary, the public 10 blocks per second testnet is going on full speed for the last 15 hours. And this is how the testnet 11 war room might look like. The node shows how 44 peers. So the network is growing globally, and yet P2P dynamics and overall node health seems very stable. Transaction load is almost at max. It's currently slightly suboptimal because we have added a new storage mass formula, and not all transaction-related tools are adapted. And KGI is working on and off on the public link due to load. But these remarkable visuals from Crypto Aspects coming. So this is, we can take a look at this. It's a little blurry when you blow it up, but it's showing some of the what the war room data could be looking like. So I know someone said nothing happened yesterday. And so, yeah, I mean, the price, you can't expect a whole lot. It's exciting, but it's still the test net. So I didn't really expect the price to do much. And actually last night, crypto took a little dumperoo. So, now it's pumping. Depends on the news. If the ETFs do get approved, which until they're approved, and it's not done deal, but it looks like the stars are aligning and everything's indicating that. But you can see Bitcoin took a dump last night, and that's not last night. Here we are. But Bitcoin did take a little dump last night, and then I know some other alts took a little dump. Now things are bouncing back. Bitcoin's lifting the whole market up, and yeah, the trading volume's up 90%. What's the Kaspa trading volume? Check that out. What are we at? $43 million. So that's kind of par for the course. Down 25% from all-time highs. Overall, I'm feeling good about things. Yeah, I think Kaspa is really, it has went down under 10 cents 3 or 4 times. And that one time it did wick down to 7.5 cents. And, overall, though, it's been pretty resilient. And the devs keep working in the background. And who knows? Michael Sutton alluded that it's possible that someone could be working on smart contracts. But, they're working on the 10 blocks per second. That's the main focus, the Rust rewrite. So, yeah, it's exciting times. Market's pumping. That's always good. But, it could be taken away from us as quick as it's given to us. SEC delays the Bitcoin spot ETFs for 3 months. It just feels like, according to Twitter, but that's what happens. It just feels like with the meetings that the SEC is taking and all the different filings that those companies are taking, it feels like it could be close. And, we're just a couple days away from knowing for sure, but until it's official, it's an official. Fidelity predicts this altcoin set to outshine Bitcoin. Let's see. Benzinga. So Benzinga 243, 1116. So that was in November. So it might just be a Benzinga article on Fidelity. I'm super bullish on it, but sometimes too, some people, like I know someone once on Twitter posted that Kaspa has the Lindy effect, which was, people said for the Lindy effect. There is a theorized phenomenon by which the future life expectancy of some non-perishable items like technology will. So you probably heard of that. I know there was a Fidelity or someone talked about how Bitcoin had the Lindy effect, but the life expectancy of some non-perishable things like a technology or an idea is proportional to their current age. So I just don't think I'm super bullish on Kaspa, but I don't. So I saw someone once on Twitter posted it has the Lindy effect, and personally, I don't think it's reached that. I mean, it's been like less than 2 years old in terms of when it's been on the market versus Bitcoin's 15 years. So that's different. Not that it won't reach that, but I don't think under 2 years is enough time. So you just got to balance. I just think that you just got to balance that stuff, because everyone is bullish on their own project kind of can get over bullish. Did you know that one of the Bitcoin ETF applicants, Fidelity, once created an article? So that's and Fidelity didn't create the article, it's Benzinga, and so Fidelity is just sharing. So a lot of those like Robinhood or Fidelity, they'll just share articles that someone else made, and so it's just kind of automatic. And so you got to take that with a grain of salt, and you got to keep a level head. And just because you're bullish on something doesn't mean you can't step back and try to get a fair assessment to put your expectations in a realistic matter. Hi, nice review of Joy Stream. Your intro killed me. Yeah, the old Yatoshi's being pumped by one wallet. Someone said, I guess one wallet is pumping Yatoshi. I haven't really looked at Yatoshi. I saw this one back up, but this kind of looked like there's not much going on there. I know that some community members were kind of liking it. But what do you think? Do you think the ETF gets the ETF goes live this week? So yeah, I think right now it's bullish times. I watched that documentary Bitcoin. I'm not sure if you saw it, about one of the scams in the 2017. Whoops. One of the Bitcoin documentary. It's on Netflix, about one of the scams from the last about on Centratech. One of the scams where they just made up fake team members. They basically just guys that were, the guy wanted to be a criminal his whole life. They're just into exotic cars in Miami, and then they got in the ICO, tried to make a kind of a debit card for crypto, and so you just got to keep everything in mind. I know that I'm super bullish on Kaspa. You just see people that you just don't want to bend it so that you're trying to be over bullish about something that's not over bullish, like this article about Fidelity. And this is nothing against Silver Kaspa, just that Fidelity didn't write this article, so it's a little misrepresenting what really is there, or saying that it has the Lindy effect, which I don't think it does. I think it could get there, but you just got to take that all into account, especially if this Bitcoin ETF does get, get put into place or approved or whatever. The market could be going hot and heavy. You can see a God candle in Bitcoin if there's a lot of buying pressure because of the ETFs. And alts are going to be doing crazy stuff. You got to keep a level head in this market, and you got devs that are doing something. And, once this hits main net, that could be a big game changer, but at least it's on the Testnet. It's public. You can see what's going on. 95% Leet Joy says 95%. Not yes. Let's go. And Kaspa is looking good, my friends. I think, I mean, really, for how quickly Kaspa went from 5 cents to 15 cents, I think it's been pretty resilient. Bounced under 10 cents a couple times. Not there for very long. I think it'd be hard pressed to have bought it under 10 cents. And if you'd, under when it was there, when it did wick down to 7.5 cents or 7.6 cents, wasn't there for very long. So anyone that was able to buy it there was looking good. Only down 25% from the all-time highs. The whole market feels like a pressure cooker that's ready to explode. And you just got to kind of keep a level head, for myself, trying to not spread myself too thin, mainly just into Bitcoin, Cardano, and which is, Cardano's getting shit on, Kaspa, and Bitcoin punks, really. And I picked up a couple things, like I picked up a little Joy Stream, but very small amount. And so, yeah, I think that, hash rate's looking good. That's where you got to step back and look at what's really going on with the project, the development the team's trying to take. Hash rate's bounced back. Hash rate's looking good. The miners are making money, the second most profitable, or at least the most revenue. And some of those miners, had to take some profit to pay for the mining rigs maybe, and they're still, price didn't completely crash. I mean, basically having a 25% retracement, or being at a 25% retracement after all-time highs, and after how good of a year Kaspa's had, that's looking pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, Binance packing their bags on Kaspa. That was the tier one exchange listings is probably the biggest catalyst. And when you have a decentralized project like that didn't have VC backing like Kaspa, then I don't see why tier one exchanges aren't going to list it. That's going to be a huge catalyst, because you want to be where we're at now. You're in it before all these tier one, before it's easy to buy for all the people that are plugged in. 347,000 addresses. You can see MEXC. Sometimes it seems like they're shifting between their wallets, but there's two MEXC wallets. You can see a few more wallets have made transactions. It was 38 pages, because you can see that there's 1,000 pages that have the top 10,000 addresses. And so you have to have 202,000. So out of the top 10,000 addresses, only 45 pages out of 1,000 have so only about 4.5%, I guess. 10% would be 100 pages. So yeah, only about 5% of wallets have moved in the top 10,000. So that's bullish. So we just got to bide our time. Good things are going to come, in my opinion, not financial advice. You got the devs working hard. It's really above my pay grade to really, understand all the technical details that, Michael Sutton can talk about. But I know that they're working on something that I feel like is pretty amazing. I feel like it's going to have an amazing narrative in this bull run. And if Bitcoin is going to the moon, there's going to be a lot of altcoins that are following suit. And I think Kaspa is going to be one with a good narrative. Do you think Kaspa bottom, or do you think we'll see 7 or 8 cents again? Rico 6697. It's tough to know for sure, but to me, it feels like if it does go down there, it'd just be like it wicked again. But I think if this Bitcoin ETF gets approved on Wednesday, we're off to the races. That Bitcoin is going to even go higher, and all these alts will follow suit. And maybe some people feel like the alts will dump a little bit because people might try to circle, move some of that capital over into the Bitcoin. But I think if it did, it'd be something like this. But personally, I wouldn't wait for it. But that's something you have to decide for yourself. I don't think it's gonna. If it does, it'll be wick down like that. Now, if the ETF is denied, then yeah, maybe it does go back down under 10 cents long enough to actually buy it. And 7 cents could be possible. So some of this hinges on the ETF. So you can go on Twitter and see all the reports from like Watch Your Guru, is one spot. You can kind of see what they're reporting, and CNBC, and Fox News are reporting this. I mean, they're reporting that the CNBC is saying that it's expected to be approved on Wednesday, just in, let's see, And then you got Gary Gensler talking about fraudsters continue to exploit crypto assets. So some people think that the reason the SEC is talking so much about that is that they're gearing up maybe for it. So you can see right here some things to keep in mind. And Gary Gensler had a thread. And this is the best. Greg said, "Will do, Gary, a thread. Consider investing in crypto." You gotta love Greg. So yeah, you just don't know. I don't personally think that it's gonna be down there very long, but then um, BTC approved already. Kaspa bottom, last opportunity to buy this low. I think I agree with that. I think that it looks like the market is going to get ready to just go even higher. And so sometimes you wait around for those lower prices and they never come again. Right here, it did wick down there, but, I don't think it was down there very long. And coin market cap doesn't even show it go down to 7.7 cents, but TradingView does. So it just wicked down there. It only really kind of wicked down or just went under 10 cents a couple times, not very long. So Kaspa's held that. And if Bitcoin, once this is all official, Bitcoin's going to be off to the races, and it's probably going to be no looking back. And that could technically be the official start of the bull market, even though, really Bitcoin's up from 16.5 up to 47,000 this last year. So I guess that's all I got. Bullish times. You can go check out the Testnet. You can 11, see what they're, how it's holding up. It's exciting times. The devs are working. There's all sorts of catalysts. Once this Bitcoin ETF is finally officially approved, tier 1 exchange listings, the devs keep working on it. Maybe someone's working on smart contracts. A lot of exciting things. So thanks for watching and have a good day.